And the third, not only that they are judged and that the dead cannot return, but this is another truth about the dead. They pray for the living. So contrary to the practice, because Roman Catholics believe in purgatory, or they believe this as a place of purging, the dead who have committed venial sins will not go to hell, because they believe that those who will go to hell are the people who only have committed mortal sins or cardinal sin. But people who have committed venial sins will not go to hell, but rather they will be placed in purgatory. So they will stay in purgatory and undergo process of cleansing, or they call it purging. Now, after prayers of the family who are alive are being offered, now this will pay for the sins of the dead until they are transferred to heaven. So ito po yung mangyayari, na kung ano man yung kasalanan ng namatay, pwede pang mabayaran, pwede pang makompensate ng mga panalangin ng mga buhay. Kaya nga po, yung mga buhay ay talagang magbabayad. Yung mga Chinese, they are very particular dahil matapos po namatay yung tinatawag na Misa Requiem, yung mga siyam-siyam na tinatawag natin, na kung saan matapos na inilibing na yung patay, yung pamilya ay still, they would gather in order to hold series of prayer sessions for the sake of the dead. So, ito po yung paniniwala. But, is it really matter? Does the prayer of the living really matters for the sake of the dead? Pag tiningnan po natin yung salita ng Diyos, very clear. Let us read that verse 27 of our text. Luke chapter 16 and verse 27. Then he said, I pray thee therefore, Father, that thou wouldest send him to my father's house. You see, it was the dead, it was the rich man who prayed in behalf of the living. This rich man was praying so that Lazarus will be allowed to be sent back to earth. And we can see how this rich man prayed. The dead are praying that someone will warn the living. Anong sinabi po sa verse 28? For I have 5 brethren, that he might testify unto them. That somebody would warn them about the seriousness of the place called hell. So this is the prayer of the dead. Nanalangin po yung mga patay para sa mga buhay. Para yung mga buhay ay makarinig man lang ng sinabi ng salita ng Diyos patungkol sa impyerno. The sad truth is, the living doesn't believe that there is such place called hell. Yun po yung medyo masakit na katotohanan. Kaya nga po, nananalangin yung mga patay, especially yung mga nasa impyerno. Sila po yung nananalangin para sa mga buhay, and they pray for the salvation of the living. Let us look at the second part of verse 28. Lest they also come into this place of torment. They are praying that they would come to salvation so that they will not be judged by God and be put into that place called hell. They must be in heaven if they have salvation. That is why they are praying for the salvation of the living, and they are praying that the living will not go to hell. This is their desire. This is what they plead before God, that these loved ones and family members will not go to the same place where they are now, because they know how painful it is to be in the place called hell. So that means if the dead are the ones praying for the living, meaning prayers for the dead are useless. Wala na pong kabuluhan yung mga panalangin ng mga buhay para sa mga patay. Dahil wala na rin pong tsansa na maliligtas pa yung mga nasa impyerno. Wala na pong tsansa. Yung doktrina ng purgatory ay isa pong deception. Ito po ay hindi makikita sa Biblia. Wala pong patunay sa Bible na ang purgatory ay nag-i-exist. This is actually, purgatory is a money-making machine of the church. And it is never true as far as the Bible is concerned. So therefore, prayers for the dead, since death is a point of no return, therefore prayers for the dead are useless. Wala na pong kabuluhan yung panalangin para sa mga patay.